Welcome to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Hey, today we're going to be talking baseball, basketball, summer league, and Bears. That and more coming to you live on the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Hey, Crook, hit it!
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
These summer league games and they tell you about these new up and coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso, both when they are on the court, are like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
Haha, we really don't know shit. So once again, I'd like to thank everyone and welcome to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. I'm your boy Foul. I'm back. I've been out a little bit, taking care of some business and whatnot. Haven't been able to talk to you lovely people. So I do apologize for that, but I am back. You know, it is the dog days of summer. Summertime shines, nothing like it. Today, hey, we're going to be talking about a little baseball. You know, we got, I think 4 Chicago players that made the All-Star team. 3 from the White Sox. I think maybe PCA may be the only one for the Cubs. Don't quote me on that. But that is what I'm assuming. Also, yesterday was the home run derby where Chicago was represented by Mooney. He didn't make it out the first round.
You serious?
Just kind of expected. New guy, rookie, home run derby. A lot to take in right there. So I wasn't expecting him to do great things. The Chosen Few, yes, definitely. I was there at the Chosen Few. Picnic as well. Watching. I'm not a house head, but I do love being there for the ambiance and all the great people. So I was there for that. Good times there as usual. Grown and sexy. No violence, none of that. Just a good number of people having a good time. Also, we're going to be talking about the Summer League. The Chicago Bulls played the last 2. Wait, let me see. They played Friday. They played yesterday. They're 0-2 in the Summer League so far. Caleb Wilson, looking like the truth, looking like a good player, maybe a franchise player. Who knows? You know, just Summer League, not going to overreact too much on it. But also the number 15 pick, a guy that I'm just going to set up this said I didn't want him. I thought the Bulls reached for him, and he's showing that it's going to be a lot of work. He needs a lot of work, lots of work. Boy can't shoot to save his life. It's gonna take a little minute on him, and then of course we're also going to talk some Bears. You know, training camp is approaching soon, but also the NFL have been putting out their list of top 10 players in all types of positions: quarterback, offensive lineman, interior lineman, you know, DBs, linebackers, and all that type of stuff. So we're going to get on that a little bit too. So, I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and kick it off. I don't know if is our boy. We also going to have a couple people join us. Of course, the usual. I think our boy Bear Ski, he's going to join us today. We may have one other guest as well. So hopefully we're able to sit up there and give you guys a nice podcast today. I see Dante say, I like Swain's frame, blocks, and steals. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the kid. You know, you're talking about somebody that's 6'7". I think he's 220 pounds. First of all right, let me go ahead and just go into Swain, because me personally, I wanted Cameron Carr. You're talking about a 6'5", 6'6" shooting guard with elite athleticism, can shoot the ball, which is something that the Bears need. A guy that can put the ball on the ground. Not put the ball on the ground, but create his own shot on a consistent basis. He's also a guy that's a catch and shoot guy. And also, this is a guy that played at Baylor and came in and he averaged, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 1.3 blocks a game at the shooting guard position, which is phenomenal. You're talking about your shooting guard averaging 1.3 blocks per game, which is pretty good. I wanted him. I was hoping that the Bulls would get him. They didn't. They chose Swain. Swain, to me, has a lot of work. His dribble is above average. His jump shot is. And I'm just basing this off of the first 2 games that I've gone and seen in the summer league. He dribbles with his head down a lot. He's a good dribbler. He's not a guy that I would want to consistently bring the ball up. Maybe he could take care of the ball a little bit better in the half-court set, but as far as bringing the ball up, I'm not a big fan. And that jumper, oh, my Lord. That jumper is – I saw him take a couple of jump shots, man. He wasn't even close on his three-point shots. It's not looking good right now. Not looking good at all. Also, what else did I see? Tiago Splitter. I'm giving him a little grace right now because I know that has a summer league roster full of players that probably won't make it. I mean, let's be honest. I think maybe 3 guys may make it, and that's all the 3 draft picks that they've gone and had from the last 2 years in Noah, Caleb, and Swain. Outside of that, I don't see nobody else making that squad. And maybe that's the reason why his offense looks terrible. Once again, just looking at the summer league games and particularly watching the Bulls, it reminds me of why I fell out of love with basketball, because I'm seeing guys just take 3-point shots after 3-point shots after 3-point shots. I'm talking about when you got a fast break, instead of, going to the hole where a man can dish it out, you're stopping at the 3-point line. I literally saw a guy do that and literally missed the damn 3. Could have had an easy 2. Let me see. Good, better, best. BJ, what's going on, brother? Welcome. Swain will be fine, foul. No matter who you're getting at 15, they need work. He has a higher ceiling than most. I don't think the ceiling is higher than Cameron Carr. I don't know if you've seen Cameron Carr play, but unfortunate situation for Cameron Carr is that he was drafted by the Lakers. So He's not going to get an opportunity to put up the ball like he would if he was playing here in Chicago. Actually, I would have loved to see him and Caleb play alongside each other. You talking about two explosive athletes right there, two high risers. He can shoot that ball. I mean, that kid coming off curls, he's coming off screens, swat, pulling up, swat, deep, and he's playing good defensively. Yeah, no matter who you're gonna get, don't get me wrong, good, better, best BJ. I get it. Whoever you get is gonna need work, but he don't need as much work as that guy do. He don't. That's a man. That's a long project right now, and I'm just basing this off of 2 games right now that they had in the summer league. Don't get me wrong. It's just off of 2 games. I wasn't impressed with him. I thought they reached for him because the draft experts had him going between 20-25. The Bears took him at 15. I mean, the Bulls, I'm sorry. But what could I expect? This is talking about the Chicago Bulls that, man, they ain't been the best at drafting. Let's be honest. If it ain't the slam dunk like a Derrick Rose or like a Caleb Wilson, somebody like that, they've really struggled as far as throughout the history as far as selecting good players. Let me see. My boy Al Bundy. Welcome, brother. He said, come on, Foul. I'm a huge Cameron Carr fan. I went to his high school and watched their NBA game all the time. Swain is more NBA ready and has a higher ceiling than Carr. Gonna get bullied in the NBA. Book it. I get it, man. I get it. You guys are Bulls fans. Wrong. I love it. I'm hoping that the kid does turn. I wouldn't say he got a higher ceiling. Where? What? Because he's what? He's bigger. He's 220. There's nothing at all to put on weight. Shit, you can put on 10 to 15 pounds of muscle in the summer. He's not the athlete that Carr is. Carr has a 42-inch vertical. He's not the shooter that Carr. He ain't even nowhere near close of a shooter as Carr is. Nowhere near close. He still dribbles with his head down. Yeah, he's a physical presence. Yeah, he rebounds. So he can rebound a little bit. He's not the passer. He's not that good of a passer. Yes, he led Texas in rebounds. He led Texas in points. He led Texas in assists. That just, to me, tells me how fucking bad Texas was. That's all. You got a guy that, hey, averaged three assists a game, and he led your team in assists. That just tells me that they really didn't have a point guard. I'm not impressed. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not impressed these 2 games that I saw, and he cannot shoot worth a lick at all. It's bad. It's bad. Hey, got Mr. Quinn in here. Hey, how you doing? Bear down, fellas. Bulls might be on to something this season. Love the show. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. I hope they are on to something this season. It would be surprising if they make the play-in. I'm not so far from what I see for Thiago Splitter. I said once again, the offense didn't look fluid, and I guess that's probably because you got guys out there that's jockeying to try to make a squad. So I get it. Guys out there, their guards and Sellers and Chandler are 2 of the worst guards I've seen because they turn the ball over, they don't pass the ball, and they wasn't hitting no shots. It was bad. Let me see. Dante said Bryson must be want to establish length and a defensive foundation. Hey, I get it. Like I said, what makes you think that Carr can't play defense? He averaged 1.3 blocks a game, almost a steal a game. He's quick. I would have loved to see him in a Bulls uniform. Hey, Andrea, nice to see you. Hey, my boy, in the building. Girl, hey, what up? Hey, what up? Saying what's up to the family up in here. Yeah. Hey, Miss Holmes. How you doing? The podcast mom. How you doing, Mom? Yeah, we waiting on JB. I don't know where he at. Yeah, hopefully he'll be here soon. We got James Childress in here. Been busy at work, commish, but counting down the days to our Bears pound the dog shit out of the Fudge Packers. Tell me about it. And we're going to go into that too today. We also are going to sit up there and talk about The NFL came out with their top 10 quarterbacks.
You serious?
Phillip is in there. We're going to see from the panel, who do they have as their top 10 quarterbacks? Some guys going to make it, some guys ain't. And I also want to hear from you guys as well. Who are your top 10 quarterbacks? Do you think that a guy that's hurt often should be in the top 10? Joe Burrow. Don't get me wrong. Joe's cool when he's playing, but shit, when is he playing? He's got all the tools, but shit, when is he playing? You know, so that's going to be good. Let me see. Roma Doomsay's dad. What's going on, man? Swain will be better than Carr. I will bet you the finest bottle of kitty cocktails. Yes, we will sit up there bet. Now, like I said, disclaimer right here. I think that Swain will get an opportunity to prove or have an opportunity to be better is because of his situation that he was drafted into. As Carr, the Lakers are already established with Reeves and with Luka. Here in Chicago, you know, is going to be Swain's going to have an opportunity to sit up there and play because of our youth and us not having a star, let alone a superstar. So he will get an opportunity to shine. I don't know, will he be the better player? I tell you right now, so far in the summer league, he ain't. It ain't even close. Carr's one of the better players in the summer league. Why? Swain is one of the worst players in the summer league. Let me see. We got our boy Scrolls in here. Let's be real. Swain is a bust, and Bryson Graham is the black version of AK. Please, I hope not. Just another rising North. Yes, man. God, I hope not, because I don't want to go through that again. Lord have mercy. Please let him be better than AK. Well, tell you the truth, it ain't hard to be better than AK. Shit. I could be better than AK. I could have drafted better than him. It's not that hard. I mean, you talking about a guy that drafted Dancing Dalen Terry. The best thing he did while he was on the Bull squad was dance. Like him and Benny the Bull were having a dance off. So that was one of his picks. Who else did he draft? I don't think that he drafted Pat. No, he didn't draft Pat Williams. I don't think. I think that was Gar Pax and them. Who else did we have? Help me out here, people. Who else did we have that he drafted? Oh, Seth Rollins. I am a visionary. I vision Scrolls needs to stop sniffing dog on holes with his horrible hatred. I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I am Seth freaking Rollins.
Stop the cap.
Man, you wearing that losing jersey, you really going to be cursing. Hey, look here. Just because Detroit had a good season out of like fucking 20 doesn't sit up there like, what is up with you, Don Burke? Welcome back, man. Hey, y'all Lion fans is funny. Y'all been in the shithole for generations. And y'all have like 1 or 2 good seasons, and y'all come out like as if y'all been here for decades. Nah. What's this? What, Detroit gonna made the playoffs, what, maybe 2 years in a row? What did they do this season? I mean, we knew we weren't going to be shit. That's the thing. You can sit up there knowing your team ain't going to be shit. There's nothing wrong with admitting it, but you guys ain't really been shit. Y'all had, what, 2-3 good years in football out of like 20? Sorry. All right, Sarah Wallace, did anyone else hear about Philly offering Dancing Dale Terry for Bronny straight up to convince Diddy? Diddy Daddy James. That's an interesting comment too, because hey, he's not coming back to LA. So what they gonna do with Bronny? They gonna let him go? I don't know. Hey, Seth Ross said, Don Burr, your teams are bombs. Can't disagree with that one. Even though I am a University of Michigan fan, I do love the University of Michigan. Matter of fact, that's the best fucking shit going on in Michigan, is the University of Michigan. That's it. They've always been consistent. The only thing in Michigan that's been consistent is the University of Michigan. So, hey, shout out to Go Blue all day, every day. The leaders and the best, baby. Shout out to them. Let me see. Somebody said, Diddy. Jared Goff can't walk and chew gum at the same time. I like Jared Goff, though. Don't get me wrong. I like him. I just think he's a limited quarterback. You put pressure on his ass, dead in the water. Can't run. Look like fucking Ryan Gosling out there playing football at quarterback. So, hey, Postman, thank you for joining us today. Hey, Crook, come on, man. I'm getting tired of saying stuff, man. I need some help up in here, man.
What's good, Foul Mouth? What's good? It's good to see you back in the clubhouse. Took a little hiatus there. So.
Just stirring up the masses, stirring them up, just talking a little bullshit. Matter of fact, you a baseball, man. Let's go ahead and we're going to kick it off with a little baseball. Then we're going to transition into some basketball because this is a Chicago sports show. And then we'll go into our football. And that's when I know I'm going to really hear from the people because everybody that's in the chat, once again, thank you for coming in and joining us here at the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. But I want you guys right now, before we even get into that topic, I want you guys to write down and put in the chat your top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL as of today. And if your ass ain't got Lamar Jackson up there, something wrong with you. We definitely got a few sound clips to play and get our opinions on, share our opinions once JB gets in here as well. Yeah. And a few others possibly. So that's been the hot topic as of late of who the top 10 QBs and the top 100 NFL list countdown's been going on. So, that's what everybody's on everybody's mind right now. So, but before we get to that, we're still on the appetizers. So, hey, shout out to Ben Ski. He said, don't forget Ryan Gosling gave up coverage when it mattered the most and remember the Titans. So he failed there too. Damn.
That ain't no lie. That ain't no lie.
He ain't lied about that.
I'm hoping.
I know you fucking lied. Yeah, he ain't lied about that right there. Yeah. That is true. He did give up that shit. Scroll said about to start a Michigan dynasty on college football. Yes, sir. Also, I can cut Bryce Underwood. I don't know about that one, man. I'm hoping Bryce has the bounce back season this year with actually having a QB coach, someone to be able to talk to him. And I hate to say it without having a coach that's sitting up there hollering at OnlyFans women during the game and shit. Damn.
Hey, so the stat man has entered the building. So if you want to go ahead and give him his proper intro.
Yeah, well, so without further ado, we're going to bring in the next member of the Dream Team, the man that knows all the stats from the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. Our man, your boy, JB. Yes.
What's going on, fellas?
What up? Hey, look here, man. When I bring you out like that, man, you got to give me a little bit more there.
Man, cooking dinner and getting the house in order, man. I'm tired.
Hey, and it's hot outside. It was hot. It was hot as hell today, man. I'm good. I didn't want to go out there and that shit. That shit was hot.
I ain't have a choice.
I don't want to hear you guys say shit. I'm doing.
Yeah. Y'all on a whole. You motherfuckers on a whole nother planet. Fuck that.
So we just had a monsoon as well. So we're dealing with the humidity that you guys normally have to deal with up in Chicago. It's I mean, that monsoon time is now, so that moisture's in the air. So it's 100 and something, plus the humidity kind of was like at 25% today. So it was a little nasty.
Yeah. So, and my cousin asked me, "You don't want to come out here to Arizona to live?" I know you fucking lying. I'm not coming out there. Hell no, not this time of season. No. Hey, yeah. Let's get into some damn baseball. All right, Crook. So was I right? Is PCA the only Cub that made the All-Star team?
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, you are right. Everybody else on that team was just too either hurt if you were on the pitching staff or just inconsistent if you're playing off in the field and stuff. So one of those things where you may be a good fielder, but you're struggling at the plate, or you may be doing decent at the plate and just not that good on the field and whatnot. So, but PCA was able to squeak one out for the Cubs, and I know the White Sox definitely got a handful there. Checked out the home run derby last night as well, and I was cheering for Murakami. and stuff. So he had a decent little run there, but he wasn't able to get out of the first round. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think I wasn't expecting too much from it. First of all, it's hard as a rookie coming in, and they always got that, just like they got that Madden curse, they got that home run derby curse where if you end up winning it, your whole bat swing be fucked up and you don't hit as many home runs in the second half of the season. So yeah,
well, that's good because the Cardinals player won it. So that
yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure you're ecstatic about that. Maybe he's gonna fuck up this season, the second half of the season. Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping for.
But I was a little confused. Murakami comes back for one game and then immediately comes back and goes into the home run derby. Like that was a little.
Yeah, like why even have him come back for that game?
Right.
Just do the home run derby, come back afterwards.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, shit. It wasn't like he hurt his arm or anything. It was a hamstring thing. So, but hey, he wanted to get in. Actually, he was the last person to jump in.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, yeah.
Let me ask you this: I'm sure baseball players. I don't know if it's the same as football players, but is their checks different whether it's a game check or not a game check if you don't play that game, or not? Because I don't know. Maybe if that would incentivize them to be like, "Yo, I want to play."
Yeah.
Well, I know this. The guy that won, I think I heard them say that the purse for the home run derby win was more, right, $1 million. It was more than his annual contract, which is $800,000.
Yeah.
So that win just netted him a year's salary plus.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a hell of a bonus.
Yeah. Damn. I'm trying to tell you. And he got a nice chain with it. You can pawn that motherfucker and get something for that too.
I think they gave him a car, a Toyota as well. So shit, go give that away or sell that too. So
hey man, shit. God bless him. Let the brother do his damn thing, man. That's all I can sit up there and say. I ain't gonna say like I'm a fan of his because I'm not a fan of his, but I mean, hey, good job. Kudos to him. Got you a cool $1 million. I hope it's tax free. I doubt it. And
oh hell no.
Yeah.
Well, I was definitely cheering for the Kyle Schwarber, even though he wasn't on the Cubs anymore, former Cub, but it was him and Jordan Walker there at the end.
But it was crazy because he hit 6 in a row at the very end. Like
with one. Well, I like the new format though. I didn't like the old one where they just sitting up there shit. You go to sleep looking at all the damn home runs that was hit. You had people hitting like 20, 30 damn home runs and damn near around. I didn't want to see that shit.
Yeah, because it was way less, but I think you're right because now it's just you have a set number of pitches.
Yeah, you got 20 pitches.
The outs was weird too. Like if this dude is pitching some bad garbage and I can't get a hold of one, next thing you know, I'm now I got to swing at everything because shit, I got to hit some home runs and the clock running out. Shoot.
No. They got rid of the clock.
That's what I'm saying. In years past, it's like,
yeah.
3 strike and the clock. Like,
yeah. I see exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I actually like the new format. I don't want to see like if a guy sits up there and he's in one round, he hit 25 fucking home runs, and then in the next round he advances and he only get 3 of them out of there. I'm like, man, what the fuck? You blew your load too early. So hey, it is what it is. Hey,
that's kind of what I was thinking of Wilson Contreras. He was like one of the first batters, and he was swinging out of his shoes the first time up. To where
Wilson was hitting some fucking bombs, man.
He was, but it's just like, damn. I felt like towards the next few rounds, he was kind of gassed as far as how hard he was swinging. Like the first round.
He got gassed towards the end of that first round too. He was a little gassed out, and I get it. White Sox got 3 players in there.
Who is that? Who's Bullis talking about?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm lost.
I don't know who Bill is talking about. I don't know.
Who's the troll?
I don't know.
He's gonna have to clarify.
I'm pretty sure he'll tell us later.
Yeah. Please clarify, sir.
We're all about peace, baby. Peace. Nixon. White Sox have.
Don Burr. It was Don Burr.
Oh, Burr is in here?
Don Burr.
He was. He hasn't commented.
I don't know. He may still be in here talking about Detroit teams. I told him.
No, wait. Was that Don Burr or the real Don Burr?
I don't know. Shit, it's a Burr.
He has so many alter, so many copycats.
Because I believe the one that's the real one is the one that said they was on the submarine because he's in the Navy.
Gotcha.
Hey, God bless him.
Yeah.
Salute the service.
Yeah, he didn't have that blue check mark next to his name, so we couldn't really tell if it was the official Don Berg.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
White Sox got 3 players in there. They have Muatami, Mune. I always be butchering his name. They have Miguel Vargas, and they have a new guy, Tristan Peters, who hit for the cycle. First time in the White Sox since 2017, Jose Abreu did it. Hit for the cycle. Then the very next day, he's in the All-Star game. He's got good numbers. I think he was batting close to 290. Maybe he was batting 298. Had about 5 home runs. Good defensively. This is a guy that they got basically for fucking peanuts.
For free. Yeah.
He's just throwing. Hey, throw his ass in there. Just throw him in there. Yeah, we gonna throw his ass in there. And look up. He's an all-star. So salute to him. Salute to PCA. Salute to Maritani and all the Chicago players that made the all-star team. Good luck to you guys. Can't wait to enjoy the second half because for the first time in a long time, we got 2 teams that are battling to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
In baseball. What do you know? Could there be an L series?
I've been the red line series. I would love it. I would actually go if it's the red line series. I would actually go.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Boy, can you imagine how much those tickets would fucking be? I mean, not that the city of Chicago, those people wouldn't buy it or whatever, but Jesus Christ, that would be definitely the time to make their money if it was a Subway series in Chicago.
They'll definitely make that money back, but think of it like this. If you could go all the way back to 2005, like Fal, I don't know if you remember, because we may have been out still at school or something at that time.
Yeah, we was in school. I was in school.
But remember, the city was kind of like, even this White Sox was winning, they still wasn't going.
Yeah.
It was like very desolate. But now you see, they're going. They got 50 wins before All-Star break. Now you see, like, when you go around the neighborhood, come off the expressway, you're like, oh, shit, the game is pretty full tonight.
Yeah,
like they're actually going.
If I'm not mistaken, JB, they've been averaging like 20,000 fans a game.
And see, they hadn't done that in a long time.
Yeah. So that just goes to show you. That's one thing I've always said about White Sox fans. White Sox fans, don't get me wrong. I know you're a Cubs fan, Crook. Cubs fans going to come out whether them motherfuckers 0-162 or, 21 and 100. They're going to come out there and party in Wrigley and be drunk in the bleachers. White Sox fans don't do that. Where I always said I always told people, hey, Cubs fans, they trust fund babies. You know what I'm saying?
Or
White Sox fans, we the blue collar. We ain't spending our hard-earned money to see that bullshit. We ain't doing that. You give us some good shit, we'll come out. You give us some bullshit.
Where are you from? Michigan, Connecticut, New Hampshire. Like, what? You ain't no Cubs fan. You a transplant, man. You don't know.
Yeah, and Chicago. I hear you, Fal, and that's a kind of the double-edged sword there of being a fan base that always does show up. And in one aspect, you're like, yeah, we're loyal, but at the other aspect, if you give no incentive to the owners to really put up any kind of a competitive product, if we're selling out, whether or not. So
they did that. Remember, they did that right before they picked up Theo Epstein. They looked in the stands and the rooftops, and they was blank.
Yes,
for the first time, and the fan base spoke up like, "We're not coming out to watch this stuff."
Yeah, I mean, and nobody could blame them. I mean, like I said, like having that nickname of the lovable losers on you, you can only laugh at yourself for so long and kind of be like, yeah, it's cute. But then after a while, it's just like, no, this is a sick joke, man. Fucking over 108 years, you know what I mean? Like, come on now. Like, something's got to fucking give at this point.
It does. And I you know what? Foul to the uniform you're wearing. I hope they did that they would do that too, because remember, we were 1-2 in sellouts and always making the play-in under Donovan and stuff. It was like, man, I'm not going to see that mess.
But the reason why, and this is just my theory, the reason why I believe it's like that is because for the simple fact that Chicago has 2 baseball teams.
Mm-hmm.
Because you kind of think about it, hell, the Bears have been sucking for years too, and motherfuckers still coming there selling that shit out as well. So it's like, because we have two baseball teams, you have two options. So it's not going to be, everybody's not going to sit up there and not come. Like if we had one baseball team, I think it would still be packed out. Whether they win or lose, been losing for 5 years in a row, I think it's still going to be packed out, because that just tells you how Chicago fans are. We love our sports teams. It's just that simple. We're going to come out there. And
I remember not Rocky, but the old man, I believe his name is Bill Works. He said if he didn't sell out, the Blackhawks didn't sell out, he wouldn't put them on TV. So he took the other approach, like, damn it, you want to watch at home, come to a couple games.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I don't know, Reinsdorf, you know, he's just making money hand over fist, but I mean, with some of them seasons that we saw with Ron Mercer and Tim Floyd and all that, like, man, I don't want to go see that.
Yeah. We know
you couldn't give me a free Bulls ticket.
That motherfucker love making it, but right now he ain't gonna spend no money, dog.
Like, hey, man, I got these Bulls tickets. How much? Free. I ain't going.
Yeah. But and then that was at that time, like I said, he's just riding the success, and like they have been, of the 90 teams and stuff.
But you're talking about something that's 30 years ago.
No, now it is. But at that time, the early 2000s, that was just still fresh.
No, that was it was fresh, but you know.
But like you said, even speaks to the organization as far as like how they don't got like the incentive still, or just kind of, they still think they could ride on that shit. Like and we're saying as a fans, like, no, fuck that. Give us some actual shit, some new shit, some fresh shit, you know, and do some. But their mindset, and they could look at their numbers of their stadium seats and say, no, we're still selling out. Like, where's the incentive? So it's kind of like what you're saying with the Cubs did, JB. They do need to do a similar shit, us fan bases, of stop showing up to the fucking games and make them force their hands.
Hey,
you know,
man,
cool.
Shout out to the
That's
chat.
the only thing that seems to be working.
Shout out to
the chat. My man Scrolls, James Childress, FGB, Bear Down 18, Andrea, what's going on, sweetie? All the people in the house. Hey, welcome. Thank you all for tuning in to us. We were just talking about baseball. Now we're going to transition from baseball to basketball. This one I expect to be it's going to be probably a little debate in this, because I've already, as I gave my monologue earlier, I already talked about my thoughts on the Bulls and their draft picks so far in the first two preseason games I've seen. One looks good. The other one looks like a total bust. And we're going to get into it now. So tell me, have you guys been watching, JB or Crook? Have you been watching the Bulls? And tell me, what are your thoughts on both Caleb Wilson and Dylan Swain?
So I'll just give my comments real quick, and then I'll hop in the back. I haven't seen too much, just mostly Caleb Wilson and his work ethic and stuff like that, and just how he just seems on the court the most comfortable out of all those players that are on there in the summer league games. So his game seems to be transitioning a lot better. Now, granted, he's playing against a lot of guys on the similar talent level and whatnot, but it's good to see him, when he's there, not be afraid to take the initiative, still be just as aggressive as he was in college when he's attacking the rim. And it turns out that he actually has a decent jump shot, which, you know, he was talking about afterwards. He's like, I was never asked to do that really in college. I had it, but they were asking me to do something else. So it's good to see that he kind of has that tool in his bag that he can use. And, you know, hopefully, like I said, that sharpens the other shit of his game and whatnot. So haven't seen much of Swaney and whatnot, so I really can't give much an opinion on that. But, I mean, he looks like almost his size-wise is almost a replica of Josh Giddey as far as being a point guard, but a tall point guard and stuff. So he may need a few years in the G League, like you were saying, Fal. So, but more or less, that's my thoughts on Caleb Wilson, I should say.
Okay, go ahead, JB.
I just think Caleb, held true to his word on draft night. He definitely has been working on that. Yeah, he could say they didn't ask him to do that in North Carolina, which they probably didn't, but we also saw the lack of the consistent jump shot, and you can just tell he's been working hard. The first game, 35 points. He was 7 for 11 from 3, which nobody expected. And this last game, I believe he had 19. He was 8 of 17 shooting, but he had like 5 blocks. So I think he's going to, and again, kind of like what Crooked alluded to, you like to see it, but you don't get too high because except for the game he played against Cam Boozer, that first game of which Cam had 23, 25 himself, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't really, if you notice, they didn't really match up a lot. I'm not going to get too high because when the actual season starts, we need to see can he actually bang with some of them big guys? Can he actually hit the consistent jumper when he's not the focal point and there's other people on there? As far as Dalen Swain is struggling right now, but I don't think, in my opinion, why is Tiago trying to see if he can run point? He needs to be a 2 or 3, and he needs to, in my opinion, he needs to work on his jump shot consistency with his jump shot, and maybe that 6th or 7th man role. I don't like him at the point. It's like, what? He's not going to play point unless they're telling us right now they're about to trade Josh Giddey or they have Trey Jones. So, like, he's not even going to play point. So it's like, why are you experimenting with him playing point guard now?
Yeah, I was actually, because I had read like a little article where they said, could he possibly be the point guard of the future? And, me and you, we had to talk about this. I said I wanted Cameron Carr.
Right.
I was big on Cameron Carr because of, I think he has a better upside. You're talking about a guy that can already shoot. You're talking about a guy that can put the ball on the floor, elite athleticism, 42-inch vertical, and it shows when he's out there. Some guys like OJ Mayo had a 40-inch vertical. You would have never known. There's no way on God's green earth you would have sit up there and told me just watching OJ Mayo, man, that dude got a 40-inch vertical, because it doesn't translate, Right. So he's a guy, he has a fucking dumb long-ass wingspan. He has a 7-foot wingspan. He blocks shots. I mean, hell, I think he had maybe 2 or 3 blocks in one damn game. What I'm saying?
He did. He played off ball a lot. Both, and that's the other thing. Both of them actually are playing well defensively.
Yeah,
it's the offense part that Swain is not matching Caleb. Caleb is he's right where we want him to be.
Yeah. I much rather. That's why I was saying that I much rather have Cameron Carr, because he has the one thing that we know that Dylan Swain doesn't have, and that's the ability to knock down a jump shot. He can knock, man. He's been lights out as far as shooting those threes. He can shoot it on the bounce. He can shoot without coming off screens, slipping the screen and whatnot. He's doing a very good job. He's one of the best players in this rookie class as far as being in the summer league. I'm just seeing Dalen Swain right now, and that brother, trust me, I want him to do well because he's wearing a Bulls jersey. He's just right now, he dribbles like an 8th grader. He dribbles with his head down a lot. And
early Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, and it's looking bad. And that jump shot, man, it is slow developing. When I'm talking about, like, it's like watching. And then he's shooting. I said, oh my God, bro, your shot is so damn slow. But hey, more power to him. I hope he sits up there and turns into something. We also got Noah from last year. He's looking a little timid. I don't know if you've been watching JB. He looks a little timid to do anything offensively, and that may be because of the injury. And he needs to bulk up because.
Does he look off balance to you too? You notice he's falling a lot.
He's falling a lot, and I don't know if because he ain't been conditioning due to the shoulder or whatnot. But them legs, he look like his legs is just giving out on him, boy, all over.
Like he got Bambi legs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he tripping all over the place. He literally tripping. So, but Caleb, that fucking Caleb, oh man, he's looking.
Here we go.
The crazy part about it, JB, their guard play these last 2 games have been so terrible, where he's been bringing up the damn balls.
They have the this 2-game span. I've read something where their guards have the most turnovers. Like,
I can believe it.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
I saw when they first played. Yeah, when they first played Memphis picked them up full court. I said, hold on, how you got two guards in Chandler and in Sellers, and these guys are having a hard time bringing the ball over. They don't want to pass at all because I've seen guys set the pick and roll to the hole and wide open. They haven't passed it to them. There is no ball movement. It just looks like right now, and this brings me to my point with Thiago Splitter. Right now, there's no ball movement going on this team. The ball,
you know what it looks like? It looks like two guys that you know are already on the team, and then the rest of the people are trying to make the team.
Yeah.
And we know that's
it looks like three guys that we know of already on the team.
Right. That's the truth.
And everybody else is trying to get in.
But it shouldn't look like that. Yeah. We know that's the case, but it should he's taking this shot because he's trying to make the squad or he's trying to get overseas or something. And it's just like wide open, easy dunk. Nope. They take an off-balance fadeaway 3 on 2 people. Like, what?
Yeah. We got a guy called Ice Cold Magician in this mother. What's up, player? Welcome to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. That's someone I haven't seen.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. So, man, it is looking – and they've gone and lost they lost the 2. Like, yesterday was a complete bummer.
Well, yesterday they only put up 63 points, so that was it.
One knock that I do out, brother – damn free throws.
Well, Caleb can't. He cannot hit free throws.
Shit, he's showing that he can't. Shit, he went 0 for 6 yesterday, and then the damn day before, shit, they talking about he had 35 points. Some bitch could have had 40 something. He's supposed to have 40 something easily. But he's been missing at the free throw line. But I do love the athleticism because he do have the dunk of the summer league. Lord, did he catch him?
Yeah, he definitely. But see, that's the thing. I was never worried about his athleticism. I was worried about his NBA body, and then the times when I told you when I would watch North Carolina games, the first 2-3 minutes he's a dog. Then like the next 5-6 minutes he does nothing. Then 2 minutes he's a dog again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just that consistency. That was the only thing that I really was like a knock on him. I'm like, yeah, I don't remember Kevin Garnett ever not being a dog for all 48 minutes if he played him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, sometimes it depends on what's going on with that point guard because, like, he's a guy, like I said, those 2 guards were terrible. They are terrible. They're not good. You know, they may be one of those guys that, if we play one-on-one ball, you know what I'm saying, they out there killing cats. But, you know, you playing 5-on-5. It ain't one-on-one. They're scared to get him the ball. I would like to see in Thiago Splitter's offense and just watching those summer league games. It reminds me why I fell out of love with basketball is watching guys run to the fucking corners for the 3-point line. When you got the damn hole, all you got to do is bounce the ball to them and hit the layup. Guys running to the 3-point line.
That's what they were doing. Do you remember the play where what's the guy – Chandler, where he got hurt, where he rolled his ankle? All he had to do was a drop bounce pass, and the well, I don't know his name, but the guy that was playing center, I think it was number 50, is wide open. And here you are doing some dumb shit, and then you hurt yourself because you didn't just pass the ball, you know. And then like things like that where Splitter, and this is telling too, because in my many moons of watching basketball since the G League. Became remember it was the D League.
The D League, yeah.
I have never seen a head coach, first time or not, coaching summer league.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
So that's just telling me like this, he might not be ready all the way or whatever, but I got to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's got a 3-year deal. He's our coach right now. We have to just we have to see right now if it's what he's doing now is an indication of him not being able to galvanize the troops.
I got to run real quick. Go ahead. Go ahead and take over, JB. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. So then, so Kirk jump back in. So then we have to worry about the decision-making coming from your veteran, which is Norman Powell at this point.
Yeah.
And I guess you can say Patrick Williams now is a veteran. However, we don't need to put any decision making.
Right. He's not a veteran that you want any of your young up and coming rookies to kind of like learn off of and anything like that.
Right.
So,
and that's just what we're going through. And just to answer some of the things in the chat, Yes, I was concerned. No, Caleb Wilson does not have an NBA body for his position. He's slated as a 4'5", and he's only 210 pounds. He does not have a pure NBA body for his position. He can get knocked around a little bit. And as you see, Cameron Boozer is 250. There's a big difference in 6'9", 250 and 6'10", 210. It's a big difference. Big difference. Now, I hope he can put on a couple of pounds. And the other one, Dante, Jimmy Butler might be a lofty comp. Not Jimmy Butler that we've grown to love as the all-star that left the Bulls, but when Jimmy Butler first came here from Marquette, Tom Thibodeau didn't play him and only stated that he can play defense. That was all Jimmy Butler really did his rookie year when he did get on the court. It was just about defense, and he didn't have the hop step game and the jumper that he has now. He was not Jimmy Buckets his first year. He wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think he's going to be a project.
He's definitely a project. You didn't draft him because you wanted him to start now. I just said at the end of the year, like Norman Powell is your two guard. Everybody agree?
Yeah.
And starting, your starting two guard.
Mm-hmm.
So your 6th, 7th man right now is anywhere from Trey Jones to Noah Sanye or Jalen Swain. That's just what it is.
Pat Williams.
No, I don't even think he's a 6th. I think he's gonna be like 9th, 8th or 9th now. I think he's gonna be pushed down.
I hope he's working on his game or doing something, man. Because Jesus, they paying you $18 million, dude, and you look like boo.
So he's going to be the most expensive piece of furniture the Bulls have in that locker room. I'll tell you that much.
Most expensive piece of furniture. You damn right. But that's the question that needs to be asked then, because if you have Nicholas Claxton, he's going to start at center. Agreed, right? You have Josh Giddey and Norman Powell. That's your 1 and your 2. Agreed?
True. Dillingham, yes, Dillingham is still on the team. He was the only player, I guess Norman Powell sent out a message for guys to sit up there and join him. Work out. I guess a lot of them was in Vegas, but Dillingham was the only one that responded and come out to play. So I don't know if that's telling about this team or what.
Well, it is, because then that also states that those young guys, them 37 guards we have, but I also feel
we down about 15, man. We got rid of some of them.
Yeah, right. You got about 15. But if you're telling me that you have those 3 positions slated as starters, that means you only have the 3 and the 4, which has to go to Buzelis, and it has to go to Caleb Wilson. Buzelis has to play the 3. Caleb has to play, or maybe they're interchangeable 3-4 at any time. But that rounds out your starting lineup. It does.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to keep Buzelis to what? Put him on the bench for Patrick Williams?
No, Buzelis will start. Hopefully, he takes that next step and be a 20-point scorer a game in the league. He shot like 36, 37% from 3-point line.
He got better. Yeah. Now, we do comparisons. Some people agree, some people don't. But for me, when people say Buzelis is like Cooper Flagg, no, he's not. He's not Cooper Flagg, so don't say that. But maybe a young Tom Chambers. Can we remember a young Tom Chambers with the good mid-range, the athleticism, dunking on you? Not quite adequate at the 3 yet, but, every once in a while he'll knock it down. That's the comparison that I'm looking at Buzelis right now, like a young Tom Chambers.
Yeah. Well, I hope he turns out better than Tom Chambers. And that
Tom Chambers was dope. Tom Chambers was an all-star.
Yeah. Nah, that's what I'm saying. I hope he turns out better than him, because shit, we're gonna need something better than Tom Chambers on this damn squad. Trust me. So
that's when we get rid of Patrick Lee Williams. I said it's government.
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with that dude. You need to find some type of help, speak to a therapist or somebody.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Boom, shoe.
We're going to now transition from basketball to football. I know everybody probably like, finally, let's talk some Bears. Okay. Well, let's see. We ain't got no update on no stadium shit, so we ain't got to talk about that. The NFL
Wait, is there a such thing as an update on the stadium anymore? I was just wondering.
I don't fucking know shit. I don't know if they're going to Indiana. I don't know if they staying here. I don't know if they're going to build a damn stadium on the lake. Shit, fucking do it. Why not? He's just sitting there anyway. So the NFL is going to came out with their list of top 10 players at many different positions. We on here were particularly, first of all, I want to know how the hell is Joe Thuney only number 5 as far as interior lineman, and he won Protector of the Year last year.
You know what? Who votes on this stuff? He's the Protector of the Year. He is the ultimate All-Pro, but he's 5th for. And then I'm like, wait, now hold on.
Damn.
I'm looking at the league like, Then it's like, nah, who's better?
I mean, usually when you win Protector of the Year, you like what? Top guy, top offensive lineman.
Because your win rate, you did not give up sacks and pressures. That's where you get it from.
Yeah, I mean, you're the Protector of the fucking year. So how can you not be in the? Not to say we all know that he belongs in the top 10, but how you not at least in the top 2, top 3? They put him at number 5. And then the other guy that they put ahead of him was the guy, Tyler Smith, that they had to pay. And that's why he was able to become a Bear, is because they couldn't pay everybody on that damn line. So I don't get it. Also, we have Darnell Wright. My boy Bear Ski's here. We won't be seeing him, but he is here. Matter of fact.
But I wanted to ask you real quick before you go over there, because Tyler Smith is a Cowboy.
No, not that guy. It's the guard for Kansas City.
No. It was Tyler Smith from the Cowboys. It was the center from Kansas City, Creed Humphrey.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, Creed Humphrey is him or Tyler Linderbaum are like 1 and 2 for the best centers, but interior line. You forgot about Quentin Nelson from the Colts. Like Quentin Nelson was, we wanted Quentin Nelson back when he got drafted.
You are absolutely right. Yeah.
But I don't see how we give a Dallas Cowboy interior lineman that top nod when they always complain about Dallas not being able to protect Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I mean, they gave Quentin Nelson that because of what he's gone and done in past years.
That's a legacy. That's a legacy.
Yeah, I haven't heard too much about Quentin Nelson the last couple of years. Not to say that he's bad; he's still good, but he's still one of the better offensive linemen. But I haven't heard like the whole gifted guy like he was when he first came out. He's supposed to be like probably the greatest guard to ever been drafted and all that type of shit.
Yeah, but he got to be going on what, like 8-9 years now, right?
Oh yeah, he's gonna got some time in there.
Yeah. So he probably gets like you said, he gets the legacy pass. But at the same time, it's like when you look at Joe Thuney, top 5 in the Patriots, Super Bowl, top 3 at the Chiefs, Super Bowl, helped very instrumental in dropping Caleb Williams' sack rate down. I don't care what nobody say. Joe Thuney helped with that. Because he didn't have to look left, right in the middle.
I got something about her.
Floodgates was coming up, you know.
Yeah,
I got something about her.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is that I know the fellas. I know Crook and Bear C got a couple videos that they want to show. So we're gonna show those videos, and then remember everybody in the chat, because I think I'm gonna do it myself. While the videos are showing, give us a list so we can see and we can debate and talk about the top 10 quarterbacks. Who you have on your list as top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL.
So, yeah, the first one we're going to show is a tape together that Bearski has put together, which I'm sure if you guys been to his page before on YouTube, he's been doing a lot of good work, making a lot of Bears content and whatnot. So
he cold.
It really is. There's not a bad video out there. So he does very good work. So that's the first video we're going to play. And then the few clips that I have, not necessarily the clips, it's just sound bites of kind of the topic we've been talking about what's been going on, on the local radio stations and stuff. So hear a little bit of some of what the cheeseheads up north have to say about Caleb Williams and this top 10 talk and whatnot, and kind of give our opinions about that afterwards as well. So
back to
look at the projection. Look at the chat. I said, look at the private chat. Bearsky has something saying there. Okay. Yeah, just check it out.
Skills and ability. He's incredible. He does things that people might say only 2 or 3 other quarterbacks in the league can do. I'd say that he's the only one that does these outstanding things as consistently as he does. I think he obviously has the potential to get there and go past that, especially with the talent and the coach that he has now, but he hasn't done it yet.
You talked to everyone about this, scouts, executives, coaches. Were you surprised when it turned out Caleb Williams was number 10?
I was mildly surprised because even the people voting for him are saying he's wildly erratic, to Neek's point, but traits and upside. Yeah. That's what people love, and he's got that. He can do things on the field that few in the world can do. A lot of coordinators, people I talked to around the league pointed that out, that Caleb's a little limited as far as what he can do, mastering that position, decision-making, all those things where Jaden Daniels, Jordan Love, Sam Darnold, all considered ahead of him at that point. But you put the game on the line, 4th down, he's running 30 yards back and throwing off his back foot and making these incredible touchdown plays. It's hard to argue with that. And he's a closer. 6 fourth-quarter comebacks late in the game. It's hard to argue with that.
Do you think the Bears are going to take another step forward with Caleb Williams also taking a step forward this year?
I do think so, because listen, quarterbacks have developed as passers, have developed in terms of playing inside structure. We've seen plenty of guys do it throughout their careers. Lamar Jackson, probably the most notable recent example of somebody who, completely changed as a player inside the structure of an offense as a passer. And I think because we saw growth, from Caleb Williams in that regard, I think it's fair to think that we'll see more growth. He was asked to do things that were completely different than things he'd done in the past, either at the college level, in terms of playing under center, turning your back to the defense, things like that. And so if he can grow in that way, and then you have the benefit of the remarkable kind of backyard football plays that he's able to make, all of a sudden, I think it'll be easy to say, look, we understand why he's a top 10 quarterback in many people's eyes, and it probably manifests itself in terms of how competitive the Chicago Bears are.
Well, right there, that was one was that your video or was that Bearskis?
Oh, that was Bearskis.
Bearskis, okay.
So
we seen all
at the top.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So we seen all the videos that you guys want to.
That was the one video. Like I said, I have just sound bites, sound clips, about a minute or so long, talking about what we're talking about. So I can play one here. This is from ESPN Milwaukee, I think, and kind of talking about Caleb Williams and
Milwaukee, that's Green Bay territory. That don't count.
Well,
hey man, they got one dude. He's such a hater, man. He's obnoxious.
And I think this is who we're talking about here. So let's
reach over there on the board. Let's bring that up. And what do we have?
Caleb Williams is so mid. 36% completion percentage when pressured. Jeez, that is. I get it. The kid has some talent, but like Bears fans, like, oh well, when he got pressured against the Packers, what happened when he ran backwards? Like, all right, yeah, he makes miracles happen.
That was the Rams where he ran backwards.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess he ran to his left against the Green Bay Packers.
Yes,
and
but he legitimately ran backwards against the Rams.
And he fell backwards. Keyshawn Nixon not playing defense. Whew.
You good now?
Shot or no shot. Caleb Williams is mid.
Okay, well, this is a problem up there because they realize the pressure's on, Cap. I mean, not to give Caleb Williams any credit, and what did Kyle Wallace call the kid has talent? Really? You know how condescending that is? The kid has talent. So what are you talking about? Like, so we whoop your ass and you can't give just a modicum of credit? That's it? No, he's not mid. Schlereth, he's not mid.
That's correct. I'll give you one. Okay, he said Caleb was 36. Drake May was 46. C.J. Stroud was 35.5. Bo Nix, 44. Joe Flacco, 39. Geno Smith, 28. That's just some of them. So
bring up some heavy hitters.
Does Caleb need to be better with his completion percentage? 100%. And he would tell you that. And he has told you that. And if you think that I would take.
So and one of the things that the guy went on to say later on is that he sees, like, he conceded that Caleb Williams' ceiling is higher than Jordan Love's ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
So, and it's just like, okay, so then what are we really talking about? I mean, I'm guessing he's thinking in his head he'll never admit that Caleb Williams will meet that ceiling, no matter how well he plays. That's what I'm just guessing there.
But see, that's where I say that the whole thing is skewed because what is his name that did it? Jeff, whoever, because I watched the Get Up and First Take and all that. Mm-hmm. And then the people that were on the show were kind of like blasting them like, nah, you can't do this. And then it was like you gave Burrow a pass for not being healthy, but you punished other quarterbacks for not being like it was so all over the place, you know.
Come on, let me in.
Yeah, go ahead, Bersky.
Yeah, no, put me up there. Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, we hear you. You're there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I thought I was backstage. Dude, because it's earned. You earn that. You really earn it. Like, Justin Fields got the crap kicked out of him. Never got a flag because he never really earned it in the passing game first. Like, you know, all these guys talk about Caleb, and it's really comes down to the eye test. Like, is he a top 10 quarterback? I made that video. I would tell you he's just outside. But I'll tell you, he's definitely got the opportunity this year to, by the end of this year, solidify a position that's very, very solid within the top 10, if not even the top 5. Like, he's got that kind of ceiling, that kind of opportunity. You know, the stuff he has to fix is easy stuff. It is fixable. Like, for me, the concern was sacks. We went from 68 sacks. I thought we were going to go down to 40. And when I said that prediction before the season started, I was like, oh, even that's way too much. And they crushed that number. So, like, if they could dent the completion percentage in any kind of way, I know we had a big drop rate amongst our receivers too. Like, there's so many different things that could play into statistics. You could get numbers to say a lot of what you want, but I'll tell you one thing for sure. The kid is on another level already when it comes to the game slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is comfortable for him to sit there and do a lot of this stuff. It's not like chicken with your head cut off running around. This is his game. Like, so it's kind of cool because it's a feeling type thing. And, you know, another thing is I watched, for example, with these comebacks, it was like, okay, 1st and 10, pegs a guy in the hands, drop, you know, another incompletion. Now it's 3rd and 10. He'll get it himself. It's do or die. He'll just run for it, get it himself. Okay, let's do it again. 1st down. 4 yards, 2nd down, incompletion, 3rd and 6, he just gets it himself. Like, when it comes to those little do or die moments, he just seems to always come through. You know what I mean? And there's some things that statistics can't count when it comes to leadership, when it comes to, like, I used to always say this, like, there's a thing about Tim Tebow where he made everybody else better. He was a shitty quarterback, but that you knew he would die on the field for you. Like, Caleb has that.
Damn.
For sure, you know? And when it comes to actually playing the position, this was my biggest thing with Justin Fields. It was like, this guy's light years ahead of where Justin Fields was. I mean, we're talking about column protections. We're talking about snap counts already. Like, he is just getting more and more and more detailed. Now it's going to be a second year in this offense. You know, it's interesting to me because a lot of quarterbacks have second or third year dips.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Caleb's going to have one. I think he's going to keep getting better.
Okay.
And, you know, one last thing I just got to say about Jared Goff, like, man, it's kind of crazy to think about that whole situation because, like, I just know Jared Goff's not good enough. Just like I knew Kirk Cousins wasn't good enough. You know, there's just something about him where it's like, you know, Lions fans have to realize he's actually done less here than he did on the Rams, which is Super Bowl on the Rams, and they still got rid of him, right? So, like, in order to be able to win one.
That's not completely accurate, Bearsky, though.
People said that about Sam Darnold, and then he wins.
Yeah,
but see, I said the opposite about Sam Darnold. I said that is good enough. You should just repeat it.
You may have been the outlier there, but for the most part,
I was getting some shit for that one for sure.
So the general consensus is they kind of have the same kind of mindset with that, but until that happens, all it takes is one time where you win it, and then that flips the whole fucking script on your career. Go ahead, JB. You were going to say something?
But yeah, hey JB, give me which I don't know, you or Crook or maybe Bearski, whichever one of you guys want to go first. Give me your top 10.
Oh shit!
Well, go ahead, Bearsky. Go ahead.
No. Can I just add one more thing before we go there real quick? And it's something that, like, putting together like some videos of us talking about it kind of brought up to light. You guys understand, if Carolina wins like 1 or 2 games, we probably would have drafted what? JJ McCarthy and Roma Dunze?
Yeah, we wouldn't have had the one.
Or what? Package them up to go get Jaden Daniels or Drake May?
That's what I think you do. You don't. Yeah, if Carolina wins one more game, you definitely you go get Jaden.
So my buddy David said that a year before drafting Caleb. During Fields last year, when they came down to it and people were still arguing whether he was gone or not, before preseason of that year, he's like, we're going to have a top 10 pick. You're probably going to have one from Carolina. You're going to package them together and go get Drake May or a guy like Caleb Williams. When else are you going to have the opportunity? So sometimes, like, things work out situationally, and I think it's kind of interesting how, you know, you can see certain things coming. But sorry, I just want to kind of throw that in there before we move on. But yeah, why don't you guys go ahead with your top 10?
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Oh, y'all want me to go first? Okay, yeah, because clearly I'm wearing the controversial shirt, but that's what I do. That's what I do. But so my top 10 is a little bit. I don't know who these people are, these so-called execs, and the dude that made the list or whatever. But for me, in order, Patrick Mahomes is still the standard. He's still one to me. Multiple MVPs, Super Bowls, he's still one. I have Josh Allen 2, Lamar Jackson 3, Matthew Stafford 4, Joe Burrow 5, Jared Goff 6, Dak Prescott 7, Jordan Love 8, Sam Darnold 9, Jalen Hurts 10th, Jaden Daniels 11th, Justin Herbert or Drake May, depending on 12th, Caleb 13. Then I have Brock Purdy 14, Baker or CJ Stroud 15.
Okay.
Can I just ask something real quick? Because, like, I always find it interesting with these lists because it's so based on where you're approaching it from. Like, is this the best quarterback last year? Is this going to be the best quarterback this upcoming season? Is this going to be the best quarterback situation for the next 3 years? Those are all different lists for me, to be honest with you.
That's a good point because we all kind of look at it in different ways. The way I look at it is like if I was starting a franchise today, you know, which one of these QBs, if I had to pick.
So it's more than a 1 year outlook? So you're telling me I'm looking 3 years down the line and not just 1 year down the line?
I mean,
because then like a guy like Matt Stafford for me drops off, right, JB? Like
he does, but that's why I said we got to get the gentleman's name. I keep wanting to say Jeff Passan, but that's the baseball guy, right?
I forgot who the guy that does it.
Right, but
yeah, we'll have to look. But
the criteria that he stated was players, executives, coaches, and what they have seen versus, accompanied with what they feel will happen this year. And that's why I said it's you to Foul's point, I'm always going to give him the nod. When you have a quarterback that's only been good for 2 years or only did things 1 year, it's kind of hard to make them top 10 because they don't have enough body of work.
Yeah,
100%.
And that's why I have a little problem with, like, how do you, and it's not a knock against Caleb Williams, so whoever wants to say that, stop it. But how do you, like, logically put Caleb Williams 10, but leave a guy like Jalen Hurts, who have been to 2 Super Bowls, outplayed Patrick Mahomes in both Super Bowls, and won a Super Bowl? How do you leave that guy out of the top 10 for a kid who had a decent rookie year, a good second year with some questions, but the guy that's proven, got the hardware, and has a 11 or 10-0 record, never lost to Mahomes in the regular season. Jackson, Burrow, Allen, he's beaten all of them repeatedly. But that guy is not at least 10?
Because you're predicting this next year. So by the end of the year.
Well, no, you can't say predicting when you say body of work, because a lot of it is based. If you go by what happened last year, then Patrick Mahomes shouldn't be the top 3.
Same thing with Joe Burrow.
Same thing with Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow been hurt more times than he's been healthy.
Right, but the reason why
you can't move the goalposts, at least not on
the
this
reason
show.
why Sam Bradford isn't just straight up number 1 is because you have also the body of work that kind of takes a step back as well. So like, yeah, I get that. Oh, it's considering a guy's career and a flash in the pan, but saying that the flash in the pan is still a flash in the pan until it proves otherwise, right? So that's why a guy like Caleb does fall down the list, because he has only done it 1 year, right?
No,
so like, not even done it really. So like,
right, that's what I'm saying.
That
He's
is
not
why
even really
he
done
falls.
it.
Right, for sure, because you're way more comfortable in trusting this next year with somebody that has. So that's why, like I said, when it comes to like this division, like Jared Goff is still a very good quarterback. Like, I don't care what people want to say. Like, Jordan Love is still a very good quarterback. You know, like those are going to be 2 tough opponents right there. And I think a lot of people, like, we want to almost take it for granted. I don't know.
So
I just think we drink Bears Kool-Aid too fiercely, too abundantly.
I mean, it does taste good, so I mean, why the hell not? But,
I mean, it does, but like, come on, man. When we start talking about,
well,
even with Drake May, like, God, like,
we get a little drunk off of it. I hear you, JB. I hear you. But I mean, JB, I think your list is pretty accurate. I think I rearrange some of them. I feel like Josh Allen would be one, and Pat Mahomes too, and then Lamar Jackson and stuff. But I would probably knock off, like you said, Stafford and Love, and bump up Brock Purdy. I think he's shown that he's a stable enough QB and whatnot, and he's been relatively healthy as well.
But okay, question for you then: how do you bump Stafford when in the last 2 years he's been a Super Bowl champion, a Super Bowl MVP, and a regular season MVP? How do you just knock him off?
Well, so like I said, I'm not.
And Josh Allen, to be honest with you, Josh Allen ain't did nothing. He won one MVP that really should have been Lamar's.
I kind of told you my mindset is like if I was starting a franchise today.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I wouldn't necessarily have Matt Stafford as at the top of my list. Not saying that he would be at the bottom, like in the low 20s or some shit like that. He's still, like probably going to be 11, 12, something around there, because even if you only have him for 3 years, you hope you can win a championship within that first 3 years. Like, that's a stretch to think he could do that more. You're lucky if you can only get 2 more years out of him right now in his stage. So
6 weeks. He'll be out after 6 weeks.
I mean, he there's no doubt, like I said, he's at the end of his career. So that's my mindset of why I wouldn't put him. If I only had 1 year to go, or just have to worry about next season and that's it, then yeah, you could probably change that list up a whole lot. But JB, who you had there for the most part, like I don't see anything really wrong with that list. I agree with you with Hurts, though. Guy's won a Super Bowl and been to another one. So, I mean, that guy's definitely deserving, at least more deserving than someone like Drake May. So, which you see him high on a lot of people's lists. And I'm just like, but whatever.
I feel a guy like Baker Mayfield's very underrated. I feel a guy like fucking Justin Herbert's very underrated.
Yeah.
You know, so there's some quarterbacks on this. It's like there's still a chance, and we all know it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to mention it. There's still a chance Aaron Rodgers has a little bit of gas left in the tank. Like I could see it.
True.
I could totally see it.
Trevor
if it happened, it
Lawrence.
wouldn't
Yeah,
shock
Trevor
me.
Lawrence
Yeah,
really
no,
got
exactly. So there's plenty of good quarterbacks in this league. You know what I mean? It's just you got to be clicking. You got to be clicking at the right time. And I don't know.
Well, my list is a little different. The reason why my list is different is because, to me, and as JB alluded to earlier, it still has to do with something as far as a body of work. And right now we're talking about, I have none of the second-year guys going into their third-year guys in the top 10, and that's because of their body of work. I know many people will probably be upset with that list, but like I said, it's about your body of work. And I don't think that those guys have been in here long enough to sit up there, be in the top 10 and done enough, even though Drake May did lead his team to the Super Bowl. But, you know, he didn't come out the gate last year as what? He didn't start the season as the starting quarterback there in New England. You know, Jaden Daniels came out the season last year as a starting quarterback, was injured majority of this season. Mm-hmm. To me, you know, that's still not enough body of work. Caleb Williams has started all his games, but yet still, it's not enough body of work. Bo Nix started majority of his games, still not enough body of work. So to me, my list is different. My list goes as this. Number one is a guy that's still won the most Super Bowls right now presently among all these quarterbacks, which is Pat Mahomes. My number two is a guy that for some odd reason, I don't know if it's based off of his color or we just so used to him doing so much, is Lamar Jackson. You're talking about a guy that in the history of the NFL probably had the best statistical season ever, and they didn't give him the damn MVP because they wanted to give it to somebody new. They didn't want to give it to him again, so they gave it to Josh Allen, who in his own right had a very, very good season, but I don't think his season was better than
it wasn't.
Lamar Jackson. So I have Lamar at number two.
You know what's interesting, Phil, about Lamar? He's in the same spot in his career that Peyton Manning once was.
Mm.
At one point, Peyton Manning had 2 MVPs, no Super Bowls.
Yeah.
And it just took that one, man. It just takes one.
And the crazy part about it was even when he was doing that, they still had him going 1 and 2 with Brady.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
At my number 3, I have Josh Allen. Number 4, I have Matthew Stafford. Number 5, I have a guy that when he does play, he is pretty money. But the thing is, he's still another guy where you got to put on fence because you don't know if he's going to play or not, and that's Joe Burrow. When Joe is on, he's on. When he's on the field playing, he's money. But he's got this history of being hurt. So that sort of brings him back a little bit. Because let's be honest, if Joe Burrow was actually sitting up there playing majority of his games and not being on the injured list, he may sit up there be between 2 and 5. Because remember, that's the one guy that Mahomes don't have a problem with beating. Is Joe Burrow. And he don't have nowhere near the talent that Mahomes has on his squad. So number 6, I'm going to go with Dak Prescott. Dak is very, very good during the regular season. Of course, he will poo-poo your ass come playoff time. He will shit the bed come playoff time. Sorry, but it's a fact for all you Cowboy fans out there. Number 7, I have Jared Goff. I see what you said about him, Bearski. I get it, but he has accomplished more as far as individual stats in Detroit than he ever did in Los Angeles. He just ended up going to the Super Bowl in Los Angeles.
I bet you he trade him all away.
He becomes a player. He wouldn't be in if he was still in Los Angeles. He would not be on anybody's top 10 list.
Mm-mm.
He's on everybody's top 10 list because of what he did in Detroit and what he's doing in Detroit. So that's why I got him there. Number 8 is a guy that to me is similar to a Dak Prescott, is a guy in Justin Herbert, who sits up there and does have some success in the regular season. But come playoff time, he's going to fucking have diarrhea. Diarrhea. He will shit the bed. He can't hold it. It's going to be shit all in the bed. Okay. Number 9, I'm going to get this guy. I bumped this guy in there. Like I said, none of the second-year quarterbacks going into their third year is on the list because I don't believe in their body of work. Now, come at the end of next year, they will be definitely. We're going to see exactly what it is. I'm praying and hoping that all those guys stay healthy and that we see everything from Jaden Daniels. We see a whole season of Drake May. We see a whole season of Caleb Williams and maybe J.J. McCarthy and Michael Penix. But right here at number 9, I will put down the Super Bowl winning champ, Sam Darnold. Because you can put Sam Darnold in there as far as what he's been doing the last couple of years, and he's been looking good. You know, you can't dispute his facts. I mean, if you're going to sit up there and put Jared Goff in there, shit, you might as well put Sam Darnold in there. Why the hell not? Didn't he lose like 3 games the prior season before? And
100%.
Good numbers
100%.
In Minnesota the last, I think 2 years at least. And then he came in last year and put in numbers for Seattle. Why the hell not? Why not Sam Darnold? And then number 10, I will sit up there and I will put Brock Purdy in there as well. I know, JB, I know you got Jalen Hurts in there. My only thing about Jalen Hurts is that I've seen too many games with Jalen Hurts is not a factor as far as passing the ball because we're going to see him struggle mightily. Now, he will have a game where he'll bust out, a game or two where he'll bust out. I think he's a quarterback that you can win with, not a quarterback that you win because of. And then I got like Jordan Love, like number 12. That's just but I do like Brock Purdy. People say that he's a system quarterback, but guess what, people? He's in the fucking system.
Everybody's a system quarterback.
They all play some sort of offensive system.
What you want him to do? He ain't leaving no time soon. He's in the fucking system. So I have to put him in there. He's putting up numbers. But that's my top 10.
Let me play this last radio clip here. This was with Spiegel and Holmes off of their show here on one of the guests that they had on. So,
once or so.
You know, it's interesting. I've seen some people and heard some people just being slavish to the completion percentage. And I understand the concerns. And Ben Johnson himself, when he came in, said, well, 70%. I want my quarterback to shoot for 70%. And Caleb Williams at 58.1% last year. So during the regular season. So looking at that, how do you end up either mitigating it or dissecting it or believing it? What was that process like for you?
I think it's multifaceted because I think there are a lot of reasons that it was as low as it was that go beyond any specific problems with Caleb Williams on his own. One, you have 42 throwaways as part of that season last year, which was the most in the league per next gen stats that the NFL gives you. A lot of that is him escaping sacks, not creating a negative play, but then not creating a positive play on the other side of it. That has nothing to do with Caleb Williams. That's just the play devolves after he gets out of something. There's nothing there. He's throwing the ball away, not making a bad play worse. That's a good thing. The other part is that the Bears had a lot of drops last year. I think they were top 5 in really any metric you look at in total drops. But beyond the drops, so many bang plays last year for that team fell incomplete, where the receiver and the quarterback are just kind of on the wrong page. The ball hits the receiver in the hands and gets dropped. The ball hits the receiver maybe an inch behind him, but he can't hang on to it. The best example to me is against the Rams in the playoffs. He hits Rome Odunze on the goal line on that first drive, and that ball probably should be caught, and it falls incomplete. It's not a drop, but it's a missed opportunity, and there were a lot of missed opportunities by the receivers last year. So I think you take those two things into account. That really does a lot to pull down the completion percentage, and he was a little bit scattershot and a little bit inaccurate. So I think that there are a lot of things coming into play at once that make that number 58% that go beyond just the quarterback. And I think that's probably how you get a number that's as low as it was last year.
Hey, that guy should never speak football again.
That was terrible.
That was terrible take. You say Roma Dunze's in the pocket, in the end zone wasn't a drop, then what the hell was it?
Listen, okay, first of all, with the throwaways, like, yes, sacks were the number one issue. However, you can chip away at that in multiple ways. You do it. That was a huge positive because it created, what do they say, 48 throwaways is 48 opportunities. At a big play, like
42, they were topping throwaways, and what his take was, that wasn't all on Caleb, especially with pressure and escaping. Some of it was because he didn't check to the high route, he didn't check to the flat, or he rolled to the right. Look, especially the first 6 games, roam, nothing, throw it out of bounds.
And so that's the thing. And I was the biggest critic of this offense through halfway into the season because it wasn't clicking. It wasn't looking good. I'll give Rome credit where it's due. 5 games, 5 touchdowns. It was a nice little streak. Yes. But it almost seemed like once he got hurt and left, you didn't miss him. All of a sudden, you have the Bengals game, and it's like, boom, 40-something points.
No, because what it did was it made Caleb become a quarterback. It made him actually read instead of focusing in on trying to get his boy numbers.
Right. And so that's why when he came back in the moment that matters most, I was at that playoff game against Green Bay. Mm-hmm. It was very noticeable to me that his first catch was in the 4th fucking quarter. I know he made like the play of the game in that same 4th quarter, but his first catch wasn't like until the 4th quarter. I expect so much more from a number 9 overall pick. And
like that, Mike.
that Rams play, to me, he makes that play, and I forgive all. Like, that was you're gonna bring that one up? Like, come on, dude. Like, the one that hurts the most. Like, we're talking about completion percentage. That's a season-long thing. You're gonna bring up the dagger in the heart. Like, that was
but see, Bersky, that's why I say somebody like Spiegel. I don't know how he has his job, but he shouldn't talk sports. Because what he did was he made an isolated incident, but gave grace, but at the same time said, oh, well, if somebody had a ball that was an inch behind, there's such a thing as radius. Yes, I'm going to put people on blast. Olamide Zaccheaus dropped some stuff that was like the passes looked like handoffs. They were so perfect. And he dropped them.
Yeah.
Luka dropped a couple. Colson dropped a couple. But then you had some
DJ dropped a couple.
Then you had some stuff that Caleb threw that was like, hell, Wemby couldn't catch it.
Yeah, 100%. Dude, some of it was way off. Bad footing, just pass sailed.
Yes,
all sorts of stuff.
It does go. And I'm not saying it's all on this person, but it's a little bit of here, a little bit of there. It's almost like the perfect storm. But you cannot sit up here and stay, especially in the games, right? Where Caleb had, 20-something yards at halftime or something like that. Like,
against the Packers.
Those weren't just drops. Those were just Caleb throwing erratic.
No,
Caleb not looking at Swift or Monunga on the check down.
This running game made things a lot easier. It easier. It was a lot better than it should have been.
But that's why I say, like, when people like Spiegel talk like that, like, it just makes me cringe because you lose all credibility when you say stupid stuff, right? That's one. Not just controversial, but just downright stupid. Because to say that Rome did not drop a touchdown, which could have altered the hell, maybe we're in the NFC Championship and maybe we have a half a chance against Seattle, right? But don't tell me that he didn't drop the ball.
I think we would have had a very good chance against Seattle.
Me too.
Very good chance.
That's what I said. Like, we have at least a puncher's chance, right? Because
no. I think we would have had a very good chance because you think about it.
Weather was better, right? Weather was favorable.
The weather was better, but also remember, how the Bears defense was just let alone. Because one thing that we were concerned about was the Bears defense. But if you take from the second half of that Green Bay game and that whole entire Los Angeles Rams game, the defense played good enough for you to sit up there and win. And they had problems with the Rams offense.
Right. Well, remember too, the elements like the snow and stuff like that did play a part. But I just don't I mean, I guess you forgive, so let me not say that. I don't give a pass to Rome in that moment. Like that's the moment when you become a star.
Yeah.
That's the moment when
that's the moment when you make up for all the bullshit.
You feel me? Like
I said it like this. I was on record to saying I like Rome Odunze.
I
didn't
just
think
don't.
he wasn't
Me neither.
He wasn't my choice. Malik Neighbors was the best wide receiver in that draft. To me, that's who the guy I wanted the best to draft. Unfortunately, the Giants drafted him. They fell in love with him. It is what it is. I think Rome is one of those guys that was born in Las Vegas, Nevada, or in the Nevada area, and the state of Nevada, and he was a guy that has not quite adapted to the cold weather. He seems like he plays bad in cold weather.
Mm-hmm.
And he dropped that ball. Looked like he actually looked like he was cold when he was trying to catch the damn ball. That's what it looked like.
You know what he is? You know what he is?
Like
he's a damn good cheerleader. When
Oh,
Caleb
yeah.
threw that, when Caleb threw that pass and made that touchdown, Rome was right there on the sidelines cheering him on. Ice man, dude, that is not what I want from my number 9. Okay, I might be so off with you guys. And I said it at the time, and people disagreed with me like crazy. I said if Marvin Harrison Jr. dropped out of 9, I'd be so happy because I got a trade partner. I don't want a wide receiver that high. Period. I don't.
Here's the other thing about Rome Odunze for me, though. In the championship game, him and Michael Penix, he had key drops, including dropping a touchdown in that game. So it's like you've seen this, and you give a little pass because it's a college kid, right? But like Rome hands are foul. Would I be too mean if I say 60-40?
Yeah, that'd probably be a little too mean.
The problem is
65,
where you draft them. The problem is where you draft them.
Something like that.
You took them at 9, though.
Yeah. I've been on record, Bersky. I said that right there, that Rome Odunze pick was a pick for Caleb Williams. It's just that. That was the guy that he worked out with during the draft process. That's the guy that he told the Bears that he fucking was Rome Odunze. And let's be honest. Going into that draft, the Bears did need another wide receiver. I know everybody's saying, oh, man, we could have got Jared Verse and all this type of shit, or whoever the hell it was that we were supposed that they wanted to get. The Bears needed another wide receiver. Simply put, they didn't have one. All they had was DJ, and they really didn't have shit after DJ.
Well, you can't tell me 700 yards aren't replaceable, though.
Huh?
Go sign fucking Tyler Boyd or some shit. 700 yards a year, I can find that.
Well, they did.
I mean, he would have. Let's be honest, Bearsky. He would have got over that this year if he didn't get hurt. I mean, the man was damn near what? He was at 6
I don't play those games
when he went out.
So could have Kevin White, right? So could have Kevin White.
Huh?
Dude, I don't play those games. You're hurt. You're hurt. That's on you. Not coulda, shoulda, woulda. It is what it is.
Yeah, but when you look back at Tyler Boyd, what the fuck was Tyler Boyd going to do?
Because that's what I'm saying. You what has Rome Odunze really done that's so special that I can't find in free agency?
I see what you're saying, that you could have
that's replaceable, man.
Or traded way up and got a Joe Alt or something.
So are you telling me that if we had Tyler Boyd, that he would have sit up there and had at least 5 to 6 touchdowns in the first 5 games?
No, and so that's the thing. You're paying for that upside and that potential, but that potential hasn't really come around. For how high you drafted the guy, look at Justin Jefferson.
I mean, but
he's done what Rome Odunze's done in 2 years in a single year every year.
Yeah, but Justin Jefferson was the main target. Rome Odunze became first of all, he was the 3rd wide receiver his rookie year.
Right, DJ and
he was number 3,
and Keenan Allen.
And he had what, 700 yards as the number 3, which is damn good for a damn 3rd wide receiver to get 700 fucking yards. And then the next year he comes in and he lighten it up, and then he gets hurt.
So what I'm saying is all right. So I'm fuming. I don't like it. It's not going great. I could forgive it all. I could forgive it all if he catches that damn touchdown.
I know.
Like, if he just comes through there, I'd be like, all right, whatever. It's fine. Like, he was worth it because in the moment when we needed him the most, he came through. But he didn't even do that. Now I'm sitting here grinding my teeth.
Now, how would you feel if he caught 1,200 yards this year?
Well, he almost has to, doesn't he? How else are you gonna? How else are you gonna keep a job?
I don't think over 1,000. I wouldn't say you have to get 1,200 because there's so many weapons that they have.
I don't think he can though. I honestly don't think he can.
When it comes to contract time, he's gonna go somewhere else because somebody else is.
No, I'm saying I don't think he can hit it.
Can't.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to get that amount of yards when you got Colston Loveland, when you got Luther Burden, when you got DeAndre Swift.
He's the number one. This is his year.
So many weapons. I don't see him getting 1,200 yards.
No,
I don't think anybody on the squad.
Yeah, I don't. And they love the new kid. I'm hearing that.
Oh, you talking about the new wide receiver?
Thomas, Xavier Thomas.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see enough. The way that Ben Johnson loves his run game, unless we get more turnovers like we did last year to get extra possessions, I don't see there being enough balls to go around for Rome to get 1,200 yards. I just don't see it.
Yeah, he would need some help. He would need some players to get hurt and whatnot. So to
because remember in his first year as a rookie, he had 100 targets, and last year he missed 5-6 games and still had 90 plus targets. Like he's not that anymore on this team. He's not.
Yeah.
So when it comes to contract time and you have to pay Caleb, and now you're looking at Rome, like what does he really have to do? Because you did draft him where you drafted him, right? Yeah. So at some point he's got that leverage of being paid a certain amount. Like you're not going to keep him here for peanuts.
Yeah, but you're not going to break open the bank for him either.
You're not going to overpay for
what? What does he have to do for you to actually be able to work something out? That's what I'm saying. It's got to be 1,300 yards. Like you got to come show up
because
in order to
1,300 yards doesn't always equate. Like you got to also remember he has one hell of a second year player in Luther Burden as well. That could be just as good. It probably better than him.
I think better. I think
you know what I'm
I
saying?
think better too.
So you're gonna probably play him maybe number 2 type wide receiver money, depending on what he does. If he gets close to 1,000 yards, or if he does get 1,000 yards, you're not going to pay him like a number one.
That's why in that case,
market.
I'm looking to like trade him then, man. Like,
I don't know.
Like,
so then you trade him. So now you're sitting up there, you're going back into the draft, and you're going to get
he's not going to wind up being on this team long term at this rate. And that's so that's my problem. Like when JB was saying, like, I don't know about Rome, like that's my problem with Rome. It's at this rate, and it's a hard conversation to have. But with the way things are going, with the way I see them going, I can't really envision a realistic situation where Rome is here 3-4 years from now.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. Never underestimate the power of the QB. If he wants him here, guess what? They're
going to figure it out. They're going to figure it out.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
But as far as production, Foul is 1,000% correct because you're not going to pay him number one money for number 3 production.
Right, but somebody else is, man. Somebody like the Jets will do. Somebody out there will give him that money. So he'll walk.
That's on them.
But that's all I'm saying though. That's the way it's going though. Like,
not a Bears issue anymore.
Yeah, that's not a Bears issue. The Bears issue is we'll give you a contract. You can either sign this motherfucker and play with your boy,
or you don't.
Or you can sit up there and you want to go somewhere else where they're gonna pay you big time money. Go right ahead. That's not our issue. My issue is that we gave you a contract. We're going to offer you a contract because I'm guaranteeing that they're going to offer him an extension. Now, depending on what he does. Now, if he comes out hurt again, that's going to be up in the air.
Well, remember, he already said, Foul, that he knows he will never be 100% again. This came out his own mouth because of the injury to the foot. He said it himself.
Right.
So right now we're looking.
I'm damaged good, which means he couldn't have said this shit because he probably cost himself some millions of dollars.
Cost himself some money.
Thank you. Saying that. That's some shit I wouldn't have said.
Yeah,
but that's just me.
When he says maybe this is the new 100%, and I just got to get used to how this feels now, it's like, Jesus.
He's sounding real third option-ish to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, man, he was picking through his words. He was definitely trying to.
And
Luther and Colson 1 and 1A.
Yeah, and he might just very well be the third option because for the simple fact that you got people on the projection that got Colston Loveland being the top 3 tight end in the NFL.
Yes.
But not only that,
the man that might be asked out is Cole Kmet.
A guy that's been making some sneaky headwaves in the wide receiver camp as well is freaking old timer Scotty Miller. So if that dude ends up making the team and fucking ends up being just as productive as Rome, then that's
a Scotty Miller is
Scotty catches that touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. He's a gadget guy. He's a
Scotty Miller.
Go to the end zone.
Scotty Miller would not be replaced
because you have to think that 4th spot. I'm not counting Loveland, but if you're saying the 4th receiver spot, well, you already know you have Rome. I'm sorry, let me take that back. You have Luther, you have Rome, you have Khalif Raymond, who's gonna, because he knows the system, he's gonna get some burn. Jade Walker, I mean, don't you have to play that kid? And then Xavier Thomas, like, there's not a lot of room for Scotty Miller to be like,
And then you're taking 3 tight ends.
And you're running 13 personnel.
Perfect time to play that video I have right there, man.
So
go ahead.
Yeah, we'll play this one and get the shout outs.
Yeah, we're gonna play this one and get this some shout outs.
Have been banging the drum. I think there is every reason to believe their offense is going to get exponentially better this year. You have to be patient with Caleb Williams. He is not going to get this offense quickly. It's going to take some time. And so what we saw last year, I think, was Caleb Williams scratching the surface of what he's ultimately able to become. Football is defined by the great coach-quarterback combos, right? By Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, and by Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, and once upon a time by Bill Walsh and Joe Montana.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you with certainty that I think Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams are going to be that. But if you had to bet on someone, if you had to pick a coach-quarterback combo in the league amongst the young guys and say, that's going to be the one that winds up defining the next generation in the NFL, I think it would be ridiculous not to pick them. Ben Johnson, I think, is an absolutely magnificent coach. I think Caleb Williams is as gifted as any quarterback in the entire NFL, with the exception of no one. And he does the hard stuff better than anybody in the league. And if you could just figure out how to do the easy stuff a little more consistently, which is what I mean by the maturation, I think their offense is going to get better, not worse. The defense, they have acquired pieces. They have to get at least a little better. So I think the Bears are a legitimate Super Bowl contender, and this whole candidate for regression thing really rubs me the wrong way. I think it's being said by a lot of people who don't want to see them be good. Yeah.
I'm back. I don't know where everybody else at.
Yeah, I don't know. That was Greeny calling into ESPN 1000, so I know you guys have the radio broadcast too. So I figured that.
Yeah, no, I know because Greeny is a Chicago. He's a Jets fan first. He's a Chicago fan second.
Yeah.
Only thing I have about that, do we give credence to the potential sophomore slump? Not saying that Caleb is a sophomore in his second year, but it's his second year in this offense. Do we give him the sophomore slump? And do we give the defenses that he's faced any type of extra push because now they've seen this, they've seen that, they know the off platform? And then how much do you rely more on that running game versus now does he, because somebody said in the chat, does Caleb pass for 4,000 yards this year? That's tough. That's tough. I want to say yes, but I can see them being in a lot of positions this year with those harder teams where you got to run that ball and you're not getting those takeaways again. So you're not getting those extra possessions. You got to run that ball, bro. You got to run that football.
No, I can see him getting 4,000 yards. I mean, just for the simple fact, like they said, the one thing that we always said about Caleb Williams is that he has to be able to, and I know this is one thing that I was harping on him about last year, was him being able to keep drives going.
Keep sustaining drives. You said that.
Sustaining the drives. Yeah. And that was sometimes by him not waiting for a person to get open, but just simply running and getting the first down. You keep the drive alive opposed to trying to force a ball into somewhere where it doesn't need to be forced at. I think that he can easily get to 4,000 yards. I think it's like what's so crazy is that us as Bear fans, or sometimes us as fans, period, of whatever teams, we always talk about and we look at the schedules of the teams that we're going to sit up there and play. And then we don't never think like, oh, yeah, well, we was this way and we had these close games. Well, guess what? We're going to be better than we were last year. We're not staying complacent in the same spot that we was last year. We're going to be better. I expect the offense to be better than what it was last year. I expect the defense, let alone, hell, if the defense is just healthy, it's going to be better than it was last year. Yes.
I'm with you, bro. I swear to you, I am.
Stop the cap.
That other part of me looks at all the turnovers that were given, right? Then the second thing I look at is he don't have DJ Moore to bail him out anymore either. That was a big part of when Rome went out. DJ was huge and very instrumental in putting us where we ended up going.
Yeah, but the thing about it, he doesn't have DJ, but guess what? He has another year of a Luther Burton, who we expect to sit up there to ascend. He has another year of a coach.
No. I'm saying we want him to ascend.
Yeah.
You have the luxury of allowing them to ascend when you got a DJ Moore. Now it's like you got to be the guy.
But I mean, and that's the problem. I don't have a problem with, you know what I'm saying, Luther being the guy, or Rome stepping up and being the guy, or Coast and Love and stepping up and being the guy. You still got enough guys in there where you can sit up there, and even though they're not as proven as DJ Moore, there's still guys that ascended last year. Like you said, the best damn thing that happened last year was when Rome Odunze went out. We saw the best of Luther Burton. We saw the best of Coast and Love.
Absolutely.
You know, we saw Ja'Day Walker step up and make shit. Hell, if it's not, it's simply put, if Ja'Day Walker doesn't make that fucking play over there,
we lose anyway.
Right? Exactly. That was a fucking fourth down on a straight blitz where the man was not picked up.
Yep. Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
So you got guys, you got another system in there, like someone said in the chat. I think Bearsky said that 4,000 yards is nothing in today's game. It's not. It's just that we haven't sit up there and experienced that as Bears fans, that we haven't had that 4,000 yard passer yet. And I think that we will have them this year. And after that, let's get into some shout outs.
Where's Crook?
You want to shout out anybody?
Yes, I want to give a shout out to Frank the Tank. He not here, missing member, out taking his son Logan to he's been pitching. So I think like a scouting event, you know, to see if he can make a team. So
nice.
Congratulations and good luck with him on that. I'm sure we'll hear some good news later with that for sure. So want to give a shout out to my boy PCA. So making the only Cub to make the All-Star game. So shout out to him on that. And man, shout out to just another week closer to training camp and that first domino falling for the NFL season to start, man.
Everybody reports this week, right?
Starting to get antsy. Yeah, July 29th is when the Bears.
29th, okay.
Yes. So we're within a month here, boys. So and we're gonna, before we know it, it's going to be week of. Yep. I think there's already some joint practices going on that they're doing with the Bengals and whatnot. So like I said, can't wait to see all that going on. So, but shout out to you guys as well. Good show and stuff. And shout out to Bearski, man. Awesome videos. So
yeah, indeed.
Yeah, and and that's about it. Peace, guys.
Go ahead, JB.
All right, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Shout out to you guys. Again, sorry for being late. I still have somebody working on my shit now in the house right now, so I'm trying to get back right. You know, I tell you a tree fell on my stuff outside. Like,
nah, I didn't know that.
Man, that's why I've been now MIA. A tree fell on my damn house, man. Like,
I had a damn car accident, man.
Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call you eventually. How was WrestleMania? Not WrestleMania. How was the event?
Oh, Raw was jumping.
It was jumping?
Yeah.
We'll link probably tomorrow and talk about it. Dante Purify, thank you for chiming in. James Childress jumped right in early. Went too fast. Obviously, shout out to Crook. Dante was talking about the Chosen Few. Shout out to him. James Childress and Caleb, BJ Loveland. Good, Better, Best BJ came on. Al Bundy came on early. Mr. Quint 27. Bear down, fellas. Bulls might be on to something this season. Love the show. Thank you, Mr. Quint. We appreciate you. Brand new. Postman 1914, I also believe is brand new. Thank you. Andrew, hey sis, he's back. Shorty 74. Thank you, Shorty, for coming on. We appreciate you. Roma Doomsday's dad. You're not gonna like this one, Fowler. I don't know if you talked about it earlier. He says Swain will be better than Carr. I will bet you the finest bottle of kitty cocktail.
Yeah, that was hilarious when he said
that was a good one.
Yeah.
He said also can't wait to see what B says about Caleb being top 10. Not yet. Hopefully one day, but not yet. Scroll chimed in early and often. He must have got off work early on that West Coast. Here it is, Don Burr. Okay. Seth Rollins bears down. Thank you, Seth Rollins, for chiming in. We appreciate you. Postman had a lot. Okay. I see they was getting into it before I came, man. Okay. Shout out to Bearski Film. We appreciate you. Postman came in. I like Postman, Foul.
Yeah, Postman, yeah. I hope you like and subscribe.
Right, like and subscribe. Hey, come back.
Right. Hey, what he say in a league of their own? We sure could use it. Appreciate it. Hey, my man Bullets. Also Cali Love, West Side checking in. My main man, brother from another. FGB Bear Down came in. Hey, TTNL Runaway. Did I miss anything? No take again. FML. At least he isn't as dumb as Phil at Tanya's Teletubby Ninny losers. Ninny. Leah Ainsworth. Thank you, Leah. We appreciate Leah or Lee. Oh yeah, TTNL went in. Ron Winarski, my man Ron, came in tonight. How you doing, Ron? Good evening. Bear down as F. Thank you for chiming in with Ice Cold Magician. Can we give it to him? Ice Cold Magician, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate the love, man. Seriously. It was going at 8. The chat was so on point tonight. Hey, Dar Spector, my main man, longtime friend. Thank you, Dar, for chiming in. Logan actually came in and chimed in. Logan, I hope your pitching session went good, nephew. Appreciate it. He did. And he made the shout out to Logan, made the Winfield Wolves AA 11 and under travel team for next year. Congratulations, young man. Good job.
That's what's up, Logan.
We make it big. Remember us little folk.
We just want some tickets. That's all we want. We just want some tickets. It's just look, we just want to come to the dugout. That's it.
Yeah, that's all. Shoot a couple sunflower seeds, spit them out.
Yeah, man. chiming in again. AC Adam, one of my main guys. Thank you, AC, for chiming in. We appreciate the love. Shout out to Jeanette Johnson, one of our P1s. It was her birthday this couple of days. So shout out to Jeanette. Birthday again. We love you and appreciate you, Jeanette. Shout out to Michael Wayne. I believe is Michael's new, right? Michael had a lot to say in that 9 o'clock hour. Right before 9:30, Michael came in. Michael Wayne 13. So we thank you, Michael. Appreciate you. Stick around, man. Some guy named Frank O'Dowd talking about some yo. Never know who that guy is. You know. But for real, Logan, we're proud of you all.
Yes, we are.
Good job. Shout out to Leah. I know Leah wasn't on tonight, but shout out to me, Leah. We appreciate you. Shout out to you all. Shout out to Team Nick, anybody in the back. If we do not have anybody that's commenting, but we have them watching, they are known as
L for love. Good times.
Lurkers. We love lurkers. We love lurkers, but we encourage everybody, even if you don't feel comfortable coming on, feel free to let it go in the chat. Seriously, we are one of those shows where we are heavy into the chat. We want to make sure that we shout out everybody that came on and took the time to see us and talk to us. And we want to give you all that love and respect back. So thank you. Shout out to any family that we have watching. Shout out to SB and crew. And shout out to my son Jordan. He's in upstairs eating steak. Yeah, whatever. She had wanted steak, man. What am I supposed to do? Gotta give him steak, right? Shout out to my other son Cam, my grandchildren. Shout out to Mr. Chicago. I know he's like on some island somewhere.
Jamaica, man. Yeah, smoking big fat Buddha.
Looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis. You know, he on that type of stuff right now. So shout out to Mr. Chicago.
In Jamaica.
In Jamaica, man.
Yeah.
And
don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
I'm in Jamaica.
He's in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Big ganja man. Yeah. But last but not least, shout out if you only got one person, and I mean one, in that little eyeball watching us. It's the podcast mom, y'all, most affectionately known as Miss Sandra Bynum Holmes, a.k.a. Mama Holmes. Love you, lady.
Great shout out. First of all, the chat was lit tonight. We want to thank everyone for actually tuning in and watching the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Thank you all. We really do appreciate it. We are one of these clubhouses, well, I should say one of these podcasts that love interacting with the people that come on. We really do, and we do appreciate you guys spending your Tuesday nights here with us. You can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. So remember, it costs absolutely nothing at all to like and to subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. And if you have already gone and done it, guess what? Tell your mama, tell your pa, tell your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your grandma, your grandpa. Shit. Tell your cousins, tell your sad dude, tell your sad piece.
Damn.
Tell the damn pimp on the corner and the hoes walking it. Like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse podcast. Hey, shout out once again to the chat. Thank you. Appreciate you. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my boys, JB, super producer in the back, the crooked commission. Our boy Bear Ski came on, dropped some knowledge with us, dropped some videos. Hey, check him out. Bear Ski Films. Check that boy out. Yeah, he does his thing, man. Hot videos. Hot. I don't know how the hell he don't get dinged for it. He gonna figure the shit out. I don't know how, but he does it. Great videos. Give a shout out to our boys T Nick. You know, give a shout out to Easy, even though he chatted something in here, but shout him out. Shout out to our boy, Mr. Chicago, that's over there in Jamaica somewhere smoking ganja, man. Yeah. Red stripe means beer. Shout out to him as well. Shout out to our boy Frank the Tank. Shout out to our nephew Logan for making the 11 and under baseball team for, I forgot who it was, some Wolves, whatever it is. Thank you. Congratulations, nephew. Hey, we looking forward to seeing you play and probably chewing some sunflower seeds with you. I don't chew sunflower seeds, but I'll do it just for you. Just for you. Also want to give a shout out to my boy Chris Bunch, man. He unfortunately lost his stepfather today to cancer. Fuck cancer. My shout outs, my prayers are out with his mother and his fiance and with his family and the families of the young man that passed away. My prayers are out to you guys. Also want to give shout out to the 4 Chicago baseball players that made the All-Star team. Shout out to you guys. Remember, hey, the WNBA All-Star game is coming up soon, and it will be here in
Chicago. Yeah.
Shout out to the Sky. Shout out to the Bears. Shout out to the White Sox, Cubs, Bulls, Fire. Am I missing somebody? Them Blackhawks. Shout out to them. Also want to give a shout out, a special shout out to my father who's no longer here. His birthday was Monday on the 13th. I want to sit up there and tell him happy heavenly birthday. Oh man, I miss you. There's not a day that don't go by that I don't think about you. That's why, hence, I named my son after you. Shout out to him. And shout out to the kiddies. Shout out to my wife with her gorgeous ass. And shout out to Pretty Ricky with his crazy ass. And outside of that, hey, for your boy JB, the super producer in the back, the Quickie Commish, our boy Mr. Chicago, our boy Frank the Tank, our boy T Nick, and everybody that's part of the Chicago Clubhouse Network. I'm your boy Foul. We thank you all for watching. Good night. We out.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
He said it's over.
You're still here. It's over. Go home.
Go home.
Good night, France.
And now it's all over.